Bonjour monsieur, comment ça va? Étudiant, bonsoir. Je m'appelle monsieur. So I don't know if you can say this perfectly well, but I made a video recently and that has to be like 4 days ago. So the video actually did very well and this is my very first time in history for me to get 48 views. And if you check very well here, it's ranking for the 3 out of 10. Now the video is very perfect and I like it because I can't remember when last I get up to like 48 views and it's very wonderful. So one comment actually stood out and somebody commented that your strong accent makes your English a little hard to understand, but other than that, the video was excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Atrob 4209. Like, thank you. Like, this is the very first time I'm getting kind of comment. It has been quite a while, which I really very much appreciate. Now, before we go straight to the package of the day, which we're going to be talking about how expensive is the human body. Like, do you know the worth of the heart, the double lung transplant, intestine transplant, entire body, and bone marrow? They all worth millions. Now, let me just tell you one thing that's very important that some of you have not really understand. If you get a loan at the bank, you'll be paying it for like 30 years. This is like a cheap code that I'm going to give to at least some people. So you need to have this at the back of your mind. So if you get a loan at a bank, you'll be paying it for like 30 years. But if you have to rob a bank, you'll be out in 10 years. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? But hey, I don't advise to go rob a bank, understand? This is just like kind of a brain teaser game, but that's the reality of life. If you have to take a loan for a bank, you're paying it for like 30 years. But if you have to rob a bank, it will be out in less than 10 years. So that's it. So how expensive is our human body? So depending on how you look at it, the most expensive part of the human body can be the entire body, a specific organ, or a procedure to repair a body part. Now let's continue and see how expensive is our human body. We say the entire body, according to the study by Indiana University of Medicine, the entire body is worth $45 million. $45 million. 45. Very interesting, very interesting. So let's see, bone marrow. The bone marrow is worth $23 million or 23,000 per 1,000 gram. Like, what's the bone marrow? Let me just see the image of a bone marrow. $23 million for a bone marrow. What the? And I'm here. Like, now let's first start with the first one, which has to do with the heart transplant, which is worth $997,000. Like, heart. Can I live without my heart? Is it possible? Can I live without heart? It is serious heart failure. A total artificial heart saved the life, but a transplant is necessary. So without heart, normal is not possible. Oh. So the only incident where you can stay without a heart is the fact that you'll be needing an artificial heart. One of the whole ways that we can try to think of how we can make money, and like most expensive part of the body, heart is kindly somehow out of the whole equation, because without heart we cannot survive, and we don't go with artificial heart because it's very impossible. Heart is very important. We need it to like function, like pumps blood and thereabout. So heart is one of the most expensive parts of the human body, and it is worth over $997,000. Now the next one is the lung. The lungs, I've seen cases where they transplant lungs and like they donate lungs. So we have about 2 lungs. So if you can sell one, you'll be good with one. Commercial trade in human organs currently illegal in all countries except Iran. How much is a visa to Iran? $40. Let's go to our checklist. Check box Iran. Now let's see why is the lungs so important. Now from every indication, they said that the lungs and respiratory system allows oxygen in the air to be taken into the body, while also letting the body get rid of carbon dioxide in the air, breathe it out. The lungs is very important. You cannot stay without the lungs, so that tends to show you how important the lungs is and why it is so fucking expensive. So to the next part of the body, we have the intestine transplant. Intestine actually is not intestine transplant, they're all the same. The intestine is actually worth $1.2 million. Intestine is worth 1.2 million, and I'm here suffering. Can we actually stay without intestine? Can we live without intestine? There's the small intestine. The small intestine is difficult to regenerate or reconstruct due to its complex structure and function. Recent development is stem cell. No. The intestine is out of the way. It's kind of a bit complex. Like now henceforth we'll be dealing with only the things that can be only be transplanted. I tend to understand that those items that they're not like two, like it's very important for the life. Like compared to lungs, whereby we have about 2 lungs that one can go away and we can do with just only one. When it comes to intestine, like intestinal complications can result to like serious life life-threatening situation. So intestine transplant is not advisable. So let's go forward to the next one. How many liver do we have? In fact, anything that has to do with just one, we'll have to go away with it. So we just focus on just two items that go with two. That's one we'll be focused on. So let's go with liver transplant. How much is the liver here? We are seeing for over $575,000. How many liver do we have? The liver consists of two main lobes, both are made up of a segment. Yes, people can live with part of a liver or a liver that is not functioning properly. So the second body part on our list that can be sold and you can still live is of course the liver, which is worth over $575,000. So if you have your ticket ready and you have your visa ready to travel to Iran, instead of making a good gain. Why is there no law enforcement regulating the sale of all these body parts in Iran? How is their government not working properly? I don't know, sure, but the liver is the second part of the body I can sell and still leave it out. Next one is cochlear implants. Okay, the cochlea, these are multiple matches for cochlea, including the cochlea, a part of the inner ear, and cochlear implants, which are devices that helps people with hearing loss. Let's see the image of the cochlea. I guess it has to do with those that are having like deficiency with hearing. So cochlea is the second one, but can we actually live without the cochlea, without hearing? Like so, cochlea here is third on our list. You can actually live with hearing deficiency. So cochlea we are seeing for like $60,000. The tracheostomy. What's the tracheostomy? Okay, tracheostomy is a procedure to help air and oxygen reach the lungs by placing an opening into the trachea windpipe from outside the neck. That's it. So anything has to that support that has to do with life is very important. So tracheostomy is very important. We skip that. Over to the next one, the skin graft. What is skin graft? And it is worth over $18,000. A skin graft is a surgical procedure that involves removing healthy skin from one part of the body and transplanting it to another area to repair damage or missing skin. Skin graft is thick. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number 4 on our list is the skin grafting, which is worth over $18,000. So the next two that we have here is the elbow replacement and the knee replacement. And if you are to happen to sell your elbow, I guess you can't make use of this hand and this hand. You understand? So that's the issue with the elbow replacement. And the elbow has to go with over $21,000 and the knee replacement has to go with $31,000. So as you can suggest from the two of them, elbow has to go with the hand while the knee has to go with the leg. So I don't need to go into details on the importance of the elbow and the knee. That's it for now. Hope you find value in this video. And our advice, don't go sell any part of your body because they're very important, because you don't like to see the outcome or the result of having, you understand, maybe tomorrow something else can happen that will not be that okay and you really need a second part. That's why I would not advise to go sell any part of your body. They're very important. That's why they're very so expensive. In fact, in the whole world, the most expensive things are the body parts because they are the lives that we live here on earth.